2, 1. What's up, everybody? Welcome to What the Funcast, episode 128, recorded and released today, October 19th, 2021. I'm one of your hosts, Paul, and joining me is Spooky Ahmed.
I'm like lip syncing to exactly what you're saying. Because
Nice.
I have it down to a science at this point.
Good. I'm glad there's some jingle on this episode or on this podcast we got here. I just noticed your little, I was going to say Christmas lights, your Halloween lights above your bed. They're very cute.
Yeah, I was at Target and I was like, just looking at the Halloween decorations. Very lackluster selection this year, but these lights were like $5 and I was like, okay, why not? And they're nice.
Well, when did you go looking for decorations? Like recently?
No, like at the end of September when they first brought them up. And then
really?
when I was at your house and we went to suburban Target and we went to look at Halloween things. This was like still in September. And I was like, they got nothing, huh?
We'll have to reach out to Brian Cornell, CEO of Target, about this.
Look, you have his first name immediately on deck.
I know, I just looked him up. I don't know who this man is. Yeah, suburban Target definitely has better products than city Target.
Yes, but even then, they didn't have anything. I didn't buy anything. I was very disappointed.
We're focused on high-quality items like food products and molded bananas and stuff
molded
like that.
Bananas?
Not the molded bananas.
Truly.
Stop, Ryan. It's a supply chain issue. I'm so tired. It's like there's going to be wall art on Etsy one of these days. Like one of those live, laugh, love type things. It's going to be like, quotes from 2020 and 2021. It's a supply chain issue. OMG COVID.
I'm going to start...
Wear your mask.
I'm going to start saying that whenever I'm late to something or whatever. I'm like, it's a supply chain issue, so...
Literally. I'm so sorry. I got stuck in a canal.
Yeah, the global supply chain is really limiting my ability to be at work on time, so...
Stop. The global supply chain issue is limiting my ability to wake up in the morning.
Literally.
Oh my god. It literally would be that, Carla. It'd be OMG COVID. Oh my god.
It would be. Or the stupid, glad to be living in precedented times again, or some shit. Like...
An insurrection? What even is that?
Hate you.
Oh my god. They're all so true!
It really is.
Some random person in, where was our number one listener? Iceland?
Estonia.
No. Estonia. How could I forget? They're gonna coin this term. You're gonna see these signs all over Etsy. Your favorite person's gonna do it. His favorite person's gonna do it. Everybody's gonna be buying these signs. I'll never forget that rapper. He tried to the first time Ahmed and I ever set foot into New York City. This guy
it wasn't the first time ever, but first time that we went on a trip together solo.
Okay, it was one of the first times we ever went to New York City together.
Yes.
And this guy handed us a CD, and he's like, I don't know, Lil PB&J, whatever this man's name was, and he's like, here's my CD, to have a listen. And we're like, no, we're not giving you money. Get out of here.
At first we thought we were getting it for free. We're like, okay, cool. And we started walking away. He's like, no, you want to give me a donation? And we're like, what? And he's like, $20. His favorite artist did it. Your favorite artist did it. We're out here hustling, and we're like, no, thank you. I'm not spending $20 on a blank ass CD. Probably doesn't have anything on it.
It probably was a blank CD. Anyways, everyone's out here hustling, bustling.
Truly.
And us, dumb doo-doo heads.
Give me a Spotify link. I mean, this was back in the day. Give me a SoundCloud link.
Ahmed.
But come on.
Ahmed, we just graduated from cassette tapes at this point in time.
Cassette tapes? So... It wasn't in 1999. It was 2011.
Right. You're right. They just got done with 8-track, so I was hoping you have an 8-track version.
Yeah, I was hoping you gave me a vinyl, a Laserdisc, actually.
See, I was gonna say Laserdisc is for video. Doo-doo head.
Whatever.
See?
You could put audio on them. It's okay.
Mm-hmm,
Music videos.
It was. Stop, Ryan. It had Bonsai Buddy on it.
I love Bonsai Buddy. I actually had Bonsai Buddy installed on my old computer. I really liked it.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. Who didn't? He was so helpful.
I don't know. I did our grade school a solid and installed Bonsai Buddy on everything, and I'm sure they're
That's
in
even
this day
worse.
and age. In this day and age, they probably would have gotten ransomware or something.
I don't think you'd be able to even get to an installation page. I feel like work and office computer systems and school computer systems have advanced a little bit since then. Probably because of you.
Yeah, they probably. So that's fine. I'm sure people were watching porn on school computers and stuff too. So
back in the day, yeah,
things could always be worse.
Lawless land.
Are you
Am I?
Are you drinking pineapple juice out of a can of pineapple?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize that you already ate the pineapple. You're like, oh, I
No,
put
no,
up
no.
a can of pineapple.
The pineapples slices are still in there, but like I'm drinking some of the juice too.
Oh, it's so good.
It's really
so good. So
like,
good.
It's not the syrup; it's just juice. So I'm not like a heathen, but it's good.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, 3 words. We were just talking about this before we got on here. 3 words: Costco rotisserie chicken. Greatest thing you'll ever eat in your life. It's just unparalleled, unmatched.
I haven't had a Costco rotisserie chicken in a really long time, and I'm not sure how it compares to just like the rotisserie chicken that I'm used to now from my grocery store. But I'm sure it's better. Like I know it's better, but I just don't know what I'm missing out on.
I can assure you it's better.
One day
I can assure you it's better. Cooper is pissed. Let me tell you, he is just sitting at the top of the stairs crying. He's like, I must come down there. I must see the world. He's in this like exploratory phase where he wants to like get everywhere and like see everything. Like he used to be like, oh, cool, it's like my play area. I love this. Those gates over there, I don't know what that means, but I just can't go past them. Now he's like, yo, what's behind this gate? Why is this gate here? I'm gonna go over it. What's over here? I'm gonna smell. Where's my nose? Like he's just.
Where's my nose? The good thing is that he's not as agile as a cat, so he can't necessarily jump over the gates for now.
He jumps pretty high. Like, he gets into these crazy modes on our walk sometimes. Like, once he poops, he's like, yo, I'm high as a kite. And then just starts, like, zooming around. He gets to zoom. He's zooming all over the neighborhood.
Oh, I could literally hear him crying.
Yeah, I know.
It's so sad.
He understands steps now, Carla. He runs up and down the steps. I don't know if I told you all that. But,
yes.
Yeah, he runs up and down the steps. But the gate is up by the door. Because I asked Lauren to put the gate up, but I'm gonna just tell her to let him down. Release the Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
I'm sure tell her release the Kraken.
Why do you hate me? He probably thinks you've like abandoned him. He's like, I'm never gonna see him again. He's never coming back upstairs. This is it.
Literally, he was like, yeah, I don't know, but yeah. So he his stomach's too full of poop. Literally. He poops, and I'm like, where's that poop coming from? Like, your stomach is, like, this big.
Yo, yeah, his poop's so big. And it's like, hello? That's like the size of your head. Like, wait a minute.
Literally. He is, he's officially 30 pounds. When we adopted him, he was 12 pounds.
Oh,
so
wow.
That was 2 months ago that we adopted him, almost.
Holy crap. He's doubled in size. That's insane.
Well, he's also a growing lad.
He is a growing lad. Anyways, what else have you been doing besides scooping up poop and dealing with Cooper?
Scoop the poop.
Scoop the pooper.
So I had, what was it? I streamed. Oh, so we're supposed to travel, like you were saying last time, on the last stream, and then we ended up not traveling. So I was home, and I ended up streaming Pokemon cards on Friday night, and it was like, I feel like I should just retire on that stream. Like, I feel like there's no reason for me to ever stream Pokemon cards again, because like it was the most ridiculous stream I've ever streamed. It was just me and Carla screaming at each other.
I'm so sorry that I wasn't there.
No, that's okay. It was like, it was me and Carla in the stream. I don't know. I think other people were in and out, but Carla and I were sitting here the whole time and just like freaking out because I just kept pulling like all these crazy cards. And I didn't open. I don't remember like what exactly I opened. I think I opened up a few mini tins. I don't know. All in all, I like defeated every. It was like as if I bought one lottery ticket and probably hit the Mega Millions. Not really that major, obviously. We're talking about Pokemon cards, but it was like I think Charizard is like 1 in 300 packs or something. We pulled 2 Charizards in one stream out of like less than 50 packs, maybe. I don't even know what it was. It was wild. Yeah, pulled 2 Charizards and we pulled the second rarest card in the set, which is an Umbreon Gen 2 Evolution. But anyway, it was wild, and
is Charizard the rarest in that set?
Yeah, Charizard's the rarest in that set. So it was bopping all around at like, I don't know. It's the rarest in the set, and it's insane. So I know Carla's sitting here. We were just screaming. It's been it's like the high. I'm checking the pricing of the card. Yeah, it's sitting at like 123 or so, and then like, and even on top of all that, I still got a bunch of like $10-15 cards like on the sides, like in the extra packs. I'm like, anyway, these packs are loaded. But I feel like I need to put that stream on like YouTube or something because it's just I've never seen anybody like open Pokemon cards and have that crazy kind of luck.
Yeah.
I did buy scratchers and we won like $10 out of $40. So the
Well.
luck didn't transfer. But yeah, it was just absolutely crazy. So, and what's kind of cool, I'm like missing 9 cards, I think, and they're all not expensive cards. Well, there's one that's expensive, but the others are like $15 or less. So, it's I'll probably just buy like the ones that I need and not open any more of it. But yeah, so it was a wild ass time. Actually, I will open a little bit more only because there's like I think I have one more like little lunchbox, $20 lunchbox or something that's on pre-order. So I'll open that. But yeah, it was that's the 25th anniversary set. So it was a wild ass time. So definitely go and rewatch that if y'all are interested on Twitch. I'll probably put it on YouTube.
Do you have like separate like books or whatever for each set that you have? Or how do you like organize them? Or is it like all one big book?
So the duplicates I have like these little binders like this.
Oh, perfect. So like for each individual set, you have the binder of every.
Yeah, because this set's so small, like I did a little binder.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm missing 9 cards. There he is. There's Sheeplow.
Wow. Are you just gonna keep one and sell one?
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna keep the other one in a top loader and I don't know, seal it away in a vault and then open it in 30 years and retire, which is not at all true. I'm sure.
It's
I'm not sure.
Not out of the realm of possibility either.
I know. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the duplicate yet. Either I'm going to get them... I'm going to see when the grading thing opens back up. I might just get them both graded. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do just yet.
Yeah.
I haven't put too much thought into it. But it was
just... Like grading
was
in of itself would be very stressful. Like, because you have to send it in and hope it doesn't get lost in the mail and...
Yeah.
All that.
Carla.
Great.
There she is, Blur. It's true. But yeah, so that's that. Pretty exciting stuff there. We finally saw Shang-Chi, or Shang-Chi,
finally,
and it was very, very good. Really enjoyed it.
Yes.
I feel we were supposed to go watch Venom 2 as well, and we just never made it back to the movie theater. But I think I talked about No Time to Die last time. We watched Sex Education Season 3, so that was one of the things we did because we were like stuck at home. We finished that. That was really good. As you promised, as the prophecy foretold.
As the prophecy foretold.
Video game wise, I played some more Far Cry 6. I'm really enjoying the game. Like, so I got, I think I mentioned last time, but Amazon had like a glitch, like probably like a year ago, maybe I don't know, months ago, whatever it was, where you got like the $110 version for $60. I kept the pre-order. I really like Far Cry games, and I've been playing through it like slowly, just picking it up here and there, doing stupid stuff. Getting through the campaign, and I've been enjoying it a lot. So that's been good. And then I've been playing into Metroid Dread, not as much as I've wanted to, but I'm getting through it slowly. Which I know you also played, which I'm sure you'll share your opinion on it. But
yes,
Metroid Dread is like one of those games where I feel like it just doesn't feel like a real game that Nintendo would release. Like, I feel like it is almost like a fan game. Like, it just feels so good, and it feels so tried and true to some of the older 2D Metroid games. It's pretty insane.
So, like, that's praise for it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think like it just feels like very modern for what I would want in a new style 2D Metroid game. It feels very tight. You mentioned that you weren't crazy about the jumping. I thought the jumping was okay.
I just, like, it takes a little getting used to. I was, like, I'm like, there's no way I can make this jump and then I make it. And then sometimes there's jumps that I should be able to make, and I'm like, why can't I jump right? I don't know. It was, like, just takes getting used to, so.
Yeah.
But.
No, for sure. But yeah, no, that's it. That's all I did.
Nice. Not bad. I'm glad you finally watched Shang-Chi, and I'm hoping that you can watch Venom 2 in the near future.
Yes, we will.
Because I know you'll enjoy it as well.
We will.
But yeah, so I did play a little bit of Metroid Dread. I played like 2 hours of it, and I got like stuck at one point, and Paul had to call me. I was playing on stream. Paul had to call me and tell me what to do. I was getting like legitimately annoyed because honestly, I don't know if I ever would have been able to figure that out if I like A, you didn't help me, or B, I didn't like look up a walkthrough, because I genuinely thought I was stuck in that one area and I couldn't get out. And I was like, if I was like 10 years old before the internet and I was playing this, I would just be like, okay, let's return the game, because I can't do it because it's bad.
Let's return the game.
Like, I would have been so pissed. But no, it's good now, and I am enjoying it for the most part. I just haven't ever really like played in depth a 2D Metroid game. Like the only previous Metroid games I played were the Prime series, the FPS. So this is a little bit of new territory for me, but it's fun. It's enjoyable so far. And then I've been playing this terrifying game called Visage on stream, of which there are many a clip down below somewhere of me screaming at different jump scares and points of this game.
They're so funny.
It's it's terrifying. Like there's something about you being in control that makes it that much more scary than like just watching a movie. Like if a jump scare happens in a cutscene and my hand isn't on the mouse or the controller or the keyboard or whatever, then like it's fine. I'm not too scared by it. But like when I'm moving the camera and I'm controlling it and I'm not expecting for something to be around the corner, I lose my mind. But anyways, game is pretty good. It's like a spiritual. You remember PT, the old demo on PS4? That was supposed to be like a Silent Hill game, and then it was kind of scrapped, and the demo was pulled, and
yes,
that was it. So this is essentially what, like, it's based on off of that. It's like kind of inspired by that. So it's kind of like what PT would have been or should have been. So it's very terrifying. And I want to say like just a little bit more to go. So after this stream, I'm actually going to try to finish it, or at least get through a significant chunk of it, if not finish it. And then I've just been playing some more Hades because I can't be stopped. I'm literally just like trying to get all the Steam achievements now because I'm like, well, I finished all the in-game things, so let me just keep playing for all these useless achievements because I still haven't gotten sick of it. I feel like I'm almost getting there. I'm like, wow, this really is getting repetitive, huh? But, you know, only after 250 hours am I feeling that. But speaking of repetitive, I'll be getting back into Animal Crossing soon anyway, so it's okay.
Truly. Do me a favor. I'm going to go run and grab Cooper. Jump into the PlayStation news first. I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good. But yeah, besides that, I watched VHS 94 and Veronica for our... So, I don't know if I mentioned this on the podcast, but during October, historically, ever since I moved to the city and had my own place to like host things, I've been doing these horror movie nights with my friends where they all come over every week in October and we watch some horror movie or two and go on. So that was our last week's endeavor, was VHS 94 and Veronica. Both were pretty good. I think we watched Veronica first, which is a Netflix, it's not a Netflix original, but it's on Netflix. It's a Spanish movie, and it was really good. I enjoyed it. And then we watched VHS 94, which is the sequel to VHS and VHS 2. That one is on Shudder. I believe it's actually a Shudder original because it like dropped on Shudder. And it was pretty good. I think I liked it a little bit more than Veronica. Just because of the two, I jumped at one scene in particular in VHS 94 and I was like, ooh, okay, something actually got me. I'm impressed. And then we watched Halloween Kills on release day in theaters, and it was overall kind of good. I didn't think it was better than the first one. I mean, if you're going for like pure body count and blood and gore, like, yeah, it really upped the ante there, but then like kind of nothing happened. I don't know how to say it without spoiling, but like in terms of actual story, like there's a few moments and you're like, oh, this is like an interesting concept to explore, but like in terms of Laurie and Michael Myers, nothing really like happened. So I don't know what's gonna happen, and I'm assuming this is gonna be a trilogy. I think Halloween Ends is the last one, and we'll see how it ends. But I mean, it was fun in terms of like gore and whatnot, and if you want to see people getting stabbed, that's your movie. Happy Halloween. But wasn't too into it otherwise. Like, it was fine, but I wouldn't watch it again necessarily. Be like, oh yeah, it was amazing. But yeah, the body count is definitely there if you're looking for blood. All right, and then Paul, I guess, wanted to start off with the PlayStation news, so I can jump into that because I think he wants to be here for when we discuss the entertainment stuff. So I will jump into that real quick. Dbrand says, "Screw you, Sony," and it's it's a very interesting thing that's happening here. So Dbrand is an accessory maker that makes I don't know, they make like random phone accessories and gaming accessories, but they, a few months ago, tried to create like the fin panels, like replacements for the fin panels on the PS5. So if you're familiar with how the PS5 looks, it's like the main console is the big black chunk in the middle, and then on the sides there's these like white panels that kind of stick out. And so they tried to make replacement panels that were in all black to replace the white ones, And Sony was like, So I'll just quote this whole story from Kotaku and kind of give you guys a background here, because it's kind of funny. So Dbrand, tech accessories brand, has decided to wage a very loud legal war with Sony Entertainment regarding their totally fine PS5 plates and cases. A few months ago, Dbrand made their first attempt at making black PS5 plates, called dark plates, to replace the white ones that the few extant PS5s shipped with. The brand then taunted Sony to sue them for making that product. They literally said, "Sue us, we dare you." And so soon, Sony, unsurprisingly, threatened to sue them. So the first set of dark plates released was just too close to Sony originals, too clearly marked with the similar but legally distinct DualShock button iconography, and was pulled away from sale. So then you expect that to be the end of it, but no. A few days and a handful of lawyers later, as of today, they are back with Dark Plate 2.0, which is now has vents and kind of cuts away the corners, so it's shaped differently enough that it's Sony cannot sue them because they don't have a patent for that exact shape. And then the product listing on their website is nothing but, if not antagonistic. Let's see. Literally a quote from their actual website goes, "Imagine this. You're a 15 billion pound enterprise who has just spent a small fortune designing their next generation gaming console. A privately held corporation run by robots makes it black. The world rejoices. You're livid. You vent your frustrations to a team of lawyers. They get to work. Now, under threat of litigation, these robots have had to redesign their dark plates while also funding a legal defense. Needless to say, some corners were cut. You're welcome." And they redesigned the whole plate and actually makes it look a lot sleeker now. I'm tempted to buy one, but after everything would come out to be $60. I'm I'm not that tempted.
$60? It's more than $60.
No, if you get a bunch of add-ons, it's more. I added LEDs and stuff because they also make covers for the LEDs so you can change the colors of them, and it adds up to be everything in my cart would have added up to be 80. So I was never mind. So I'm assuming without the extras,
exactly what I did too.
Yeah.
No, it's 70. From what
so,
I remember.
It looks nice, and it also the original fins don't have the original fins cover up the air vents in a way that the air is just supposed to slip in from the front. But they actually did some thermal testing, and with the fins removed and with those new plates that they've created that actually have holes for the fans, it runs apparently 5 degrees cooler, which is significant in terms of CPU stuff, thermal stuff. So it's enticing. Maybe I'll buy one day. But it's just wild that they have gone so much on the offense. They literally announced everything in a Reddit post, going hard against Sony, being we can't, you can't touch us, kind of thing. So
it was very sarcastic. So
yes.
First of all, sorry I had to run away. I saw Cooper run upstairs. I don't know if there was a little hole in the gate or a opening in the gate going to the upstairs where Ray is, and I just saw Lauren running after him, and I'm oh my god.
Oh, so you saw this on the Nest camera or whatever?
On the because I have we got, I think I was telling you, we got the Google Nest hub or whatever, the little one, and I have the camera there. I had it on from earlier in the day. I just forgot to turn it off, and I saw it, and I'm oh my god! All I heard was do upstairs, and I'm oh my god.
Did he actually make it upstairs, or what was happening?
He went up the first landing, and then tried to jump up the other, but he's now that he's down here. You're such a cute baby. You want to come here? Want to come say hi to everybody? Come here.
Ooh, yeah.
He said, "I'll talk to you in a few minutes." Oh, he said, "You give me a."
You could kind of see him. It unblurs.
Oh yeah. He's "You got a TREAT? I'm here for it."
Oh my goodness! Look at that little boy. I love how it it doesn't unblur the cards. It's you're not gonna see this Charizard, but on God, you're gonna see this dog.
Oh my god!
That. Oh my god!
That is really cute. I see him. Oh, it gets blurred sometimes. Not blurred. Oh, there. I see him. He's he looks like a sticker on a picture.
He does look like a little emoji.
But yeah,
funny.
so you were talking about Halloween Kills, and I missed the other thing before. But was it good?
It was very bloody.
Yeah, I saw Carlos that was happy for the body count.
Yeah,
but nothing happened.
The story was very thin. It was mainly about the gore and the blood. So if that's what you're there for, which is what most people are, I feel then good for you. But it wasn't anything too amazing.
And Visage, no thank you. I watched those clips, And like, even though I was like, oh man, this is like you're being ridiculous. I forget that you have like headphones on, you're like in the zone, lights are off.
Yeah,
I'm like,
no. Like when I watch the clips afterwards, I'm like, why did that scare me? But then like when I'm in it, like it's just something about you being in control that makes it you're like very jumpy. Right. I don't know. It's different.
I'm good. What? You want to say hello? You want to say hello? Come here. Come here. Come here.
That's true. That's true.
Anyway, he ran away. Yes, I agree. So, all right. So I know we jumped around a little bit. Thank you, Ahmed, for covering there.
Yeah.
We'll jump into entertainment news. We got one quick article here, but let's jump into this one as Cooper tries to attack me. But we've got a MCU release date shift, unfortunately. So this comes from Marvel.com directly. So Phase 4 has only just begun. Get ready for 2022 and 2023. So, as revealed in the announcement, I'll just read and kind of go through some of the key dates here. As revealed in the announcement for the theatrical releases, viewers will head into the Multiverse of Madness a little bit later, now in May 2022. And then the fourth Thor movie will be moving to July, and then the sequel to Black Panther gets shifted to November, which rounds out 2022, and then 2023, Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau, and Kamala Khan will take flight, in February, and then Ant-Man and the Wasp, whatever it was, I think it was Quantumania,
yes.
is coming in July 2023. So, to recap, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, May 6, 2022, Thor Love and Thunder, July 8th, 2022. Black Panther Wakanda Forever, November 11th, 2022. And then moving to 2023, The Marvels, February 17th, 2023. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, July 28th, 2023. So, kind of sucks because I think what's kind of crazy is that we're all looking forward to Multiverse of Madness kind of the most-ish, just to see like the next step of what the MCU story entails, especially considering all the multiverse craziness.
Yeah, it's not too major of a delay. It's like everything gets pushed back basically like 2 or 3 months out, so it's not too bad.
Right.
But yeah. Also, I'm just laughing at Carla.
Did you just log into the What's Funcast account?
Yeah, I don't know why Streamlabs I'm logged in because we're streaming, but to chat it's like no, you're logged out, and I'm like okay, so
it's like successful login. I'm like wait a second, is someone hacking us live on stream?
No, it's just me. Cool. All right. Speaking of delays, jumping into the gaming thing, Elden Ring, which is, I guess, one of the more one of the more anticipated games coming out that was coming out at the end of this year, has been unfortunately delayed. But as we've learned with these delays and ever since the Cyberpunk debacle, it's kind of like delays are welcome. Please don't release a broken game, especially not one that people are so excited for. So this one comes directly from the Elden Ring Twitter. They say Elden Ring will release on February 25th, 2022. As the depth and strategic freedom of the game exceeded initial expectations. Thank you for your trust and patience. We look forward to seeing you experience the game in a closed network test in November. So they will have like a little bit of a beta, so you can kind of get your feet wet if you're super excited. I don't know that this is going to be a game for me. I still haven't.
Not going to be. I'll tell you.
Like if it's anything like a Dark Souls game, I'm good. Which I think that's what it is, but.
I'm pretty sure it's
Godspeed.
This is made by From Software, so it's like Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne-esque type of game here.
Yeah.
Now the funny thing is, this game was not supposed to come out this year. This game was actually supposed to come out January 21st of 2022.
Oh, my bad.
It was delayed. No, it's all good. It was only delayed by a month. Which
I don't know why I thought it was coming out the end of this year.
That was the rumor. Game. Yeah, that was the rumor, and then it didn't. Now, it's going head-to-head with Horizon Forbidden West, which, I don't know. Good luck.
I think they're different enough that it should be.
They are very different. Yeah, they are very different. I'm not worried about... Well, I'm not worried about it. I have no interest in getting this game. So, I did sign up for the closed network test for Xbox. So, if I get it, then that'd be kind of cool. I'll give it a try, but right now, I have no intention of buying this game, because it's just not for me.
Yeah. I have better things to do. Ryan mentioned Riders Republic comes out and did you mean to say in like a week? That sounds about right. Forza Horizon 5 also comes out very soon. I'm very excited for that. Comes out, I think, November 5th? Something like that. Very soon. Very excited for that one.
No, so Riders Republic is out already.
Oh.
Came out August 21st. They have a free to play for a week starting Thursday.
Oh, a free to play. Okay. I was like, I'm so confused. Okay. Anyways. All right. Now, switching gears back to PlayStation news. Do you want to take this one or should I?
Sure. I could take it.
Okay.
So, PS5 officially breaks the Nintendo Switch's streak. So, Nintendo Switch has... Oh, it got delayed, Ryan? Hold on. Am I giving y'all fake news?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think it was out. What are you talking about?
I
also don't know anything about Riders Republic.
I've
never ridden one Republic.
Never ridden one Republic, please. Cooper is literally a clown. I just gave him 10/28. Anyways, it comes out October 28th, so that's interesting.
Okay, so he did mean to say in like a week. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So yeah, Ryan, you were right. Sorry about that. Okay, so PlayStation 5 breaks Nintendo Switch's streak. So as you guys know, Nintendo Switch has been at the top of the sales charts for 33 straight months on the NPD top whatever sales. I forget what they call it. My brain went to top 100. I'm like, no, I don't think that's it. Anyway, this one comes from IGN, who says the PlayStation 5 has finally broken Nintendo Switch's 33-month run of selling the most console units in the U.S. monthly hardware charts. As per data collected by the NPD Group, the PlayStation 5 has finally come out on top of the Nintendo handheld to become the best-selling hardware platform across the U.S. in September, selling the most units and making the most money. Nintendo Switch's remarkable run shouldn't be understated, having led the U.S. console market in units sold on a monthly basis since November 2018, when it took over from the PlayStation 4. The Switch's 33-month run has seen it consistently outsell both Sony and Microsoft, despite the latter pair releasing new flagship consoles within that time. Now, we know, right, the reason why that's happening is because there's a shortage of consoles.
Yeah.
While the Switch remains the best-selling console in terms of units sold across the U.S. year to date, as of August, the PlayStation 5 had surpassed Nintendo's console in terms of dollar sales, and that continued last month. It's quite a feat, given that the PS5 has been hit with shortages throughout the year.
Still is.
So, right. So, like, water is wet. I mean, nothing too crazy here. Not surprising. I'm surprised it took this long for the PS5 to topple over the Switch. But we know that the PS5 is selling extremely well. We know that both the PS5 and the Xbox are selling well, for that matter. We know that all the supply demand is vastly straining the supply to the point that there's nothing. I've never seen one on the shelf. The only thing I've seen on the shelf is the Xbox Series S. That's the only thing that I've seen like out in the wild. But other than that, the only time you see like PS5s or Series X's are like at the order pickup counter. So for people that have got them online and have them secured. So
I've almost forgotten what it's like to just like walk into a store and buy a console or like any item.
Or any item, right? Exactly. It's any item
wild.
because it's just everything is on high demand. And speaking of high demand and walking into a store and purchasing any item, the Xbox mini fridge went on sale today and it sold out within seconds. I know here it says 15 minutes. That's bullshit. I watched it with my own two eyes. It sold out in literally seconds. So the Xbox mini fridge, so some background here. We actually reported on this a while ago, but there was a social media contest where like it was a brand battle or something, and it was like Xbox versus Skittles or something, and they were like, if Xbox wins this, we'll make the Xbox mini fridge like a real thing. And Xbox sure enough beat out, I think it was Skittles.
I'm pretty sure Skittles,
so they promised that they would make a mini fridge. Literally shaped like the Series X, looks like the Series X. People called it a refrigerator, so they actually brought one. I think they made like a 400-pound full-on refrigerator, and I think like Snoop Dogg has one, and then there's like 2 or 3 others in existence. So anyway, they made this mini fridge. It's 11 pounds. It holds 12 cans of soda, and it is a Target exclusive in the United States, and it went up for pre-order today around 9:30 Eastern time. And Kotaku reports that within 15 minutes, potential buyers reported that the mini fridges were all sold out. It literally, like, I happened to refresh the page just at the right time. Must have been like seconds before it hit the Wario 64s of the world, and I saw the pre-order button and I hit it. What am I going to do with this mini fridge? I don't know. we'll see. It was one of those things where it was like, oh, it'd be cool to like pre-order. Maybe I'll cancel it later. And then it was like, oh, it sold out that quick anyway.
How much is it?
It's $100.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Just keep it. Leave it in the basement.
I'll put it right next to my desk and I'll put some Mountain Dew Code Red in it.
Yeah, exactly. Or Baja Blast. Go crazy.
Stop. My gamer fuel. But yeah, so it's talking about like walking into a store and getting this stuff, right? This is something that people are like, people are excited about, but no one really thought would sell out in like literal seconds.
You know what the issue is? Scalper culture. Anything that has any remotely exclusive, it's like, well, I gotta buy it up so I can resell it and make money, or I gotta buy it up before, like, just everything now has this like weird like inflated demand for no reason. Like, it could be something that no one even needs or wants. Even like Pokemon cards now, people are like, oh, well, better buy it up because it could be worth something. Like, everyone's trying to make money. It all started because of GameStop. This is it everything. Really did. Everything that went bad started because of GameStop stock, and now everyone's like, I'm trying to find a way to make money quick.
And so what we should do is we should have Logan on to talk about limited run games and that culture, or the toxicity of that culture.
Yeah, like
that culture is like,
it wasn't
buy
bad
every
in
one
past.
of them.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah,
like in the past, it was just like a cool opportunity to buy a physical version of a game that you really like, and now it's like, well, I don't know. Now it's like buying gold, diamonds.
Right?
Like, why? It's just a video game, please. They're meant to be played.
Well, what's funny is like, and I was talking to Logan about this, is that the Switch games are what's getting like the most attention right now. And so, for instance, Shantae, I've played Shantae on stream before. Shantae was a game that was released for the Game Boy Color at the very end of the Game Boy Color's life cycle, and it actually, like, they had to market as compatible with Game Boy Advance as well, because Game Boy Advance was so popular. Everybody was like, oh, I'm not going to buy a Game Boy Color game because I want a Game Boy Advance game. I want something new for my system. And so they did, but I believe they only did one print run of the game, which is why it is so incredibly rare. And one thing led to another, and then around the DSi release, they released a digital-only sequel to Shantae. And it had this like huge cult following, whatever. The original cartridge is worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So they released on DSi. Okay, great. So then Limited Run Games comes around, yada, yada, yada. They go through and they partnered up with WayForward, the developers of Shantae, and they went through and made physical versions of all of the Shantae games on Switch and on PS4. Well, guess what? The minute the PS5, they started doing PS5 releases, almost like of the first 10 games, 5 of them were the Shantae games being released on PS5. So people are all like annoyed because like, oh, well, I bought these on PS4 and they're really rare, and then now they're on PS5 like for open pre-order for everybody. But like at the same time,
you shouldn't be buying things just because they're rare. You should be buying them because you want to own them. Like,
right, but it's a very slippery slope to be like, oh, I'm going to buy this because I know it's going to be rare, just like all the other Shantae games. But I even remember there was a limited run done for Ys Origins. So Justin had told us about Ys 8, YS space 8. But this is like Ys Origin, and it's a limited run game. And like the company literally advertised it as, it's like the last weekend to pre-order your copy. Ys games always go up in value, or something like that. And it was like, okay. And then recently, they just reprinted one of the most recent ones, so like that lost value. So how are you gonna? I don't know. It's just the whole limited run scene is frustrating as hell, because Ryan, I can guarantee that'll get you 1 penny one day. Ryan said I still own a sealed copy of Duke Nukem Forever.
Oh my god!
For those of you that are not watching live on Twitch.
Yes. Yeah.
So, but yeah, so it's just crazy. It's like gotten out of control. Like, and this is the last thing I'll say about this, but it even gotten to the point where like Limited Run started doing exclusive quote unquote releases of like the Star Wars games, old Star Wars games, like Star Wars N64 ports to Switch and stuff. And they're available digitally, but physically they were exclusive to Limited Run Games. Well, guess what? They released, I don't know, I think 4 of them in total so far on Switch. Lucasfilm, or whatever the game division is now, announced like these 2-packs that are being put out at retail that have all 4 of these games split into 2 different cartridges. So it's like this one's $30 and it has 2 of the games that you just paid $35 each to Limited Run Games for. So it's like, at the same time, yeah, you like buy stuff that you want, but then limited run games isn't as transparent maybe as they should be, or they just don't have the power to control some of these major companies to say, hey, you guys can't release your own games in your own physical media if they become popular or whatever.
Yeah.
So eventually, like, these games get reprinted in some way, shape, or form. So it's like, hey, oh, cool, I love this game. I have the physical copy. It happens to be rare. Now it's, no, I have this game. I love it. It used to be rare. Now it's not. Maybe I would have considered selling it and just gotten the digital copy, but it's too late now.
Yeah. The only game that I have bought with the, like, maybe intention of it maybe being worth something in the long run is
Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
Exactly. I have a sealed copy under my bed, and that's it. That's literally it. I actually only bought it because I was like, let me buy this in case my nephew wants it later on. Because I was like telling him to buy it because he had just gotten a Switch Lite for himself, and I'm like, oh, like maybe he'll be into this, but like, you know, when you're a kid, like, I don't know, his mom's like, I'm only buying you $20 games, and the game was 60 or whatever, or 50, I don't remember what it was. But he was like, oh, I don't want it. I'm like, let me just buy this for you and keep it because it's not going to be on sale anymore when you do want it later on. So that's the main intention. But like, if it goes up in value, hey, whatever, he can figure it out.
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
And it's you know, it's good that you've kept it for this long because soon, in just 6 short days, one of those 3 games will be available through a subscription service.
Oh yeah, remember that? We could talk
Only
about that.
a matter of time till the other 2 are coming.
Yes, probably. I mean, when that day comes, then whatever. It's just $60 that I have. It's not that big of a deal. I didn't lose out, you know, on.
I'm totally kidding, but
some
these are the kind of jokes that like Logan and I will make about like games that we buy through like limited run. It's like, oh,
right,
like you look at some of these digital games and it's like, oh, this game's like $3 or like $40 through limited run, and it's like, why? I don't know. It's very strange. It is a very slippery slope.
It is, and that is why I don't do any physical collectibles. Like amiibos, no. Funko Pops, no. Just please, no. I don't have any room. Did you
say Funko Pops? Funko Pops?
I said Funko Pops. I'm gonna
I heard Funko Pops.
Anyways, moving on to the Xbox Game Pass news. We got a few things coming out. This is actually announced as of today, so fresh news for y'all. Available today is Into the Pit on cloud, console, and PC. This is available day one of Game Pass as a fast-paced retro FPS roguelite, and we got Cooper here for the Game Pass news. Very exciting. All right, everyone in the chat, y'all need to chill. Everyone's calling me out for saying the Funko Pops.
I heard Mafunko, I heard Mahunko, I heard Mahonka Hoogan.
Enough. Outriders is also coming to Game Pass for PC specifically. This game just came out recently. Like, this is not a new game. It's 1 to 3 player co-op, and it kind of just like it released to, I don't even want to say great fanfare. It was just out, and then everyone kind of forgot about it, and it never gained any steam. So, you know what happens when a multiplayer game doesn't gain steam? Put it on Game Pass.
So it's funny. It's funny you say that. Hold on one sec. So I opened up the next article, right, and their Back for Blood review. The headline is an utter Game Pass boon. And I'm glad that we're getting like,
I like that.
It's interesting that games are being like labeled as like, oh yeah, like this is meant for Game Pass. Like that's not a compliment, I think, unfortunately.
I mean, some games I think work really well with it. Like, I mean, I think Back 4 Blood being on Game Pass is the right move. It's kind of the same way as like Fall Guys being available for free on PlayStation Plus. That was the right move for that game. But for other games, sometimes they try to release as their own standalone thing and it fails, and then they're like, okay, well, here's the last ditch effort. So it's different when it's like intended to be released on Game Pass versus when it releases normally and they're like, actually this isn't doing too hot and it just came out a few months ago. Let's put it on Game Pass. Like that's more embarrassing because it's almost like, yeah, it sucks to suck, huh?
I agree.
But anyways, coming soon, we have Dragon Ball Fighter Z coming to cloud and console on October 21st. Echo Generation coming to cloud, console, and PC on October 21st. Spooky mysteries abound as you lead your ragtag gang to take on monsters and mechs to save your hometown. Seems interesting. Everspace 2 as a game preview on PC coming October 21st. Age of Empires 4 comes out October 28th. One of the most beloved real-time strategy games returns to its glory and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I never played Age of Empires 3. I don't know if I'm going to be up for Age of Empires 4. You played 2, right? I played 2. Age of Empires 3 is when it turned 3D, and I feel like once things go 3D is when my interest gets lost, kind of like Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. But anyways. And Alan Wake's American Nightmare is coming to cloud and PC. This is not the remaster. Like Alan Wake remastered, they only remastered the original one. This is the kind of, it's not a sequel so much as it's like 1.5 kind of thing. But this is not remastered. It's like the original version comes out October 28th. Backbone coming to console on October 28th. This is you're a raccoon detective. That's not a hero, and you can't make rent. And I don't know. Seems very interesting. That's what I'm reading this for word. It says raccoon detective Howard is not a hero. He can barely make rent, and yet he has stumbled across something so massive that will shape the very fabric of society.
Would you say a Tom Nook origin story? That's what I hear.
Something like that. And then Basemaster Fishing 2022 coming to cloud, console, and PC on October 28th. This is available day one on Game Pass. Bassmaster, right?
Yeah, you said right. Basemaster.
Did I? I meant Bassmaster. Whatever.
Yeah, okay, Mahunko.
Non-Guns Doppelganger Edition coming to cloud, console, and PC October 28th. And The Forgotten City, cloud, console, and PC October 28th. I think this one's a big one. The Forgotten City. I don't know why this name sounds so familiar, but I think this is a bigger title than, Bassmaster. Anyways.
Let Basemaster live.
Shut up. Can't stand you. And then you got some DLC game updates. Halo Master Chief Collection is getting Season 8. Grounded Hot and Hazy update, which I assume means you'll get, like, summer bugs, which good luck. Minecraft The Spooky Gordian is available November 2nd, which is weird. Oh, available until November 2nd. Sorry. I was like, why would you release it afterwards? And then Minecraft Dungeons, the Spookier Fall event, is also available until November 2nd. Let's see. And then finally, the things that are leaving Game Pass, if you haven't played them yet. Interestingly enough, Five Nights at Freddy's is leaving, so maybe I should get to that one sooner rather than later. These are all leaving.
I meant to say something to you, and I totally forgot.
It's fine. They're all leaving October 31st. So we got Carto, Celeste, Comanche? I don't know how to pronounce that. East Shade, Five Nights at Freddy's, Knights and Bikes, and Unruly Heroes. So if any of those are on your list and you have Game Pass, be sure to play them before Halloween. And that is about it for the Game Pass news. And then we can finally round it out to the reason that this is our background.
Wow, very well played.
Right. I know what's up. Look, they're all staring at us. They're all waiting. Like, Tell us more.
They actually look very haunted when they're not moving.
A little bit. It's fine. They're standing there.
Were you able to watch this live?
Not live. I rewatched it later on. I was like in a bunch of meetings that day.
Gotcha.
But I rewatched it like during my lunch later on. So
gotcha,
I have seen it in full in video form. But this wonderful article kind of sums up everything that was announced, because there was a lot announced. It was like a 45-minute video.
Yeah, this article is awesome. So, do you want to start? You want me to start?
I could start with a few things, and then we can kind of just tackle it both.
Yes.
So we're talking about none other than the Animal Crossing Direct that has announced the final updates to Animal Crossing New Horizons, which is both sad but very exciting because they went all out. This is everything that you could have asked for.
It really
I don't think
is.
there's anything that is missing now from any of the previous games or anything like that. That everything's here. So this one comes from Games Radar, who has rounded up all of the announcements and everything into a nice clean format so we can now present them to you guys. So one of the first biggest announcements, and this was kind of teased when they had their regular Nintendo Direct earlier in the month, is Brewster and the Roost. So Brewster is back, taking up residence in the museum in a cafe, or it's in a new wing of the museum. You'll be able to enjoy a cup of coffee with friends, fellow residents, and invite characters for a sip via Amiibo. And then Captain and the boat tours. I'm stupid. Maybe I shouldn't be talking. Maybe you should take this one. But
Catch a quick base.
Listen, Captain is there, and he'll sing you sea shanties and little boat tours, and he'll take you to new islands. So this is kind of an alternative to traveling with Dodo Airlines to a mystery island. He'll take you to mysterious tropical islands that have new plant life, like never before seen plant life. They can exist in different seasons or times of day, so very exciting stuff. Harv's Island is getting a major expansion, so now it's not just a photography studio that no one ever goes to, because I'll tell you, I visited Harv's Island once, and I was like, cool, and I never went again. So now, if you spend bells, you'll be able to set up permanent stores for roaming characters like Sahara, Kix, and most importantly, fucking Red, that stupid ass scheming art salesman that never shows up, and they want me to finish all the art in the museum. Well, now you can set up a permanent shop for him on Harv's Island. So this is a huge update. There's also space for the fortune teller Katrina, as well as elderly tortoise Tortimer. Harriet the hairdresser is co-founding Harv's Island expansion too, so prepare yourself for a haircut. They have some new hairstyles as well. Group stretching is now a mini game that you can take part in the plaza, and I think like you literally put your Switch down and like grab some Joy-Cons and actually stretch physically, as opposed to just like in the game with the analog sticks. So
you can do both. You can do both. So you can do it with the Joy-Con or with buttons.
Oh, okay. So it's if you have Joy-Cons that come off your Switch, have a Switch Lite, and you want to get some stretching in. I guess this is like a mini Wii Fit inside of Animal Crossing. Cooking and farming are finally coming. I think this was rumored for a long time, because I remember hearing about vegetables. When I saw it in the video, I was like, didn't this come out already? But it didn't. But cooking and farming is coming back, or is coming in general. I don't think this was ever a feature in the previous games. But you'll be able to grow your own crops like tomatoes, wheat, potatoes, and you'll be able to create dishes and eat and display the dishes in your home. This will be all part of DIY Recipes Plus, which is a new collection of food-based recipes that you can unlock. And then you're getting the Pro Decorating license, which allows you to hang stuff on your ceiling in your home. And you can also do like accent walls. Like you can have specific wallpaper on one wall of a room or whatever. So you can, make your designs that much nicer. And then Pro Camera app will actually give you a new perspective on your island. You can literally like put the camera to your face and walk around the island like from your villager's perspective, which is really cool. And then you can use like a tripod mode, so you can be in the pictures. You can like take pictures with your villagers from like that, horizon level, like eye level perspective. The Nook Island Life 101 app is a new app that's coming that'll kind of catch you up to all these new updates, so you can keep track of what's going on. It's perfect for those who are new to the game and they're just jumping in, and now there's all these millions of features and they're kind of confused. Gyroids are back, so now you don't have to, if you've collected all the fossils like us, there's now a reason to start digging up stuff again, because it could not be a fossil, it could be a gyroid. So gyroids they've been around since the first Animal Crossing game back on GameCube, and they're these little creepy, like, I don't know how to describe them. They're little things, they're toys, and they look
like the tree. They look like the tree that you fight in the original Kirby games.
Yes, and they have like a significant historical meaning in like Japanese culture. They're like supposed to, I don't know. There's something, I don't know the exact thing, so I'm just not gonna say it in case I say the wrong thing. But they have a specific meaning in Japanese culture. But in Animal Crossing, they just exist as these little like wooden tree trunks that just kind of dance. They have some fancy new designs, so look very interesting. And you also got permanent ladders now. So if you have specific parts of your island that you don't necessarily want to build an incline for, or a bridge or whatever, you can just put a ladder that is permanently there forever, which makes it a lot easier to get around your island. And then you can also build more bridges and more inclines as well. They've upped the limit for both of those by 2 each. And then villagers can actually randomly turn up at your house now. So instead of you just constantly barging into their houses, they can also barge into yours. So that is a fefeature that existed in Animal Crossing New Leaf and is coming back. And that's it for the big updates. Do you want to go over the like quality of life updates and the Happy Home stuff?
Sure, I'll take the crumbs. All right, so new tweaks and updates. So some of the stuff coming on November 5th with version 2.0 of Animal Crossing New Horizons. Island Ordinances are back. So I believe these came out in the 3DS version. So you can tweak when things happen on your island. So you could do one where you get no weeds on your island, or you can get one where your villagers stay up later or get up earlier, and you can kind of tweak some of that stuff, which is pretty neat. There's new home customization options, so there's options to change the exterior look of your home. That'll be available from your boy Tom Nook. Expanded home storage, there's 3 new unlockable levels of expanded home storage, which will offer 3,200, 4,000, and 5,000 item storage options. You can now place up to 10 slope and, what do you call it? Bridges. Why does it say
Bridges.
Increase in build and slope support?
I don't know. They really weren't thinking when they typed that one.
Yeah, so it's bridges and slopes, and that's increased up from 8. There's 9 new fence designs, which have some customization options. There's like an iron one, there's a snowy one, there's some pretty neat ones. Custom design pattern plus. You'll soon have the options to use your patterns provided by Sable as clothing, floors, and wallpaper. There's 11 new reactions, 11 new hairstyles. There's new items redeemable using Nook Miles. There's a storage shed item, which is you can put it on your island, and you can access your home storage from anywhere on your island. So it's like a little shed, which is awesome.
Hell yeah.
There is a portable automatic bell dispenser terminal, so pretty much like an ATM. Same deal there. You can access the money that's stored in your automatic bell dispenser at the resident services from anywhere on the island. Your boy KK Slider's back with 12 new songs. Tight space navigation. You can move through narrow gaps now between furniture by like shimmying pretty much.
Yes.
So which is pretty neat because you'd have to move furniture and all this crazy stuff when items are too close to one another. So now you can make those tighter rooms and you can still navigate them through. And then there's going to be new items at Nook's Cranny, including never before seen items. So good stuff there. Now, I don't know, there's not too much to talk about this here, or not too much to talk about here, I guess, but Happy Home Paradise is coming, which is its first ever paid DLC, which is pretty much going to put you to work in Animal Crossing. I don't know how much I like that, but, whatever. So,
did you not watch the video? This was incredible. Are you kidding me? I'm so hyped for this.
I thought it was dumb.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was dumb. So in the DLC, you get a job as a paradise planner. So you design and customize these like holiday homes for different Animal Crossing characters. So each client's like, oh, I want teddy bears everywhere. So like you can design their house with just like teddy bears everywhere. And they pretty much tell you what they want their vacation house to look like. But then you have to come up with like the decorations and stuff. So apparently you'll learn new interior design skills, like pillars and partition walls, adjusting counters, how to adjust lighting, add soundscapes, excuse me.
Soundscapes?
Shut up. The partition walls are really cool and the counters as well. So I can think of a few ways that I want to use those, which I forgot those were locked behind the DLC. Anyway. You can even polish items. That sounds like a waste of time. But all these skills can be utilized back on your own island too. The Archipelago, where the DLC is set, is also home to lots of vacant lots. I'm not saying it again.
Archipelago,
whatever the hell it is. It's one of those things. It has a lot of vacant lots, including schools, hospitals, and restaurants, which you'll be able to design and customize. So that looks really neat. And that is priced at $24.99 as a one-time purchase, or free if you're a subscriber to the new Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack membership tier, which is $50 a month, or $50 a year, for a single membership, and $80 a year for a family membership. Thanks, Carla.
This is super exciting.
I appreciate it, Carla. Carla's backing me up.
Also, thank you, Ryan.
No.
Ryan's backing me up because he knows how to pronounce words. I think this is super exciting because it gives you now something new to do. Because like I've already collected all the fish and all the fossils and all the other I kind of want another digital chore to have to keep me busy that isn't me just endlessly playing Hades. So I don't mind designing other people's homes, and then I'm really excited that you can now bring that stuff back to your own house. I don't care about farming and cooking as much. That's not my cup of tea. I'm more about like designing my home because I don't like how it's just a big old square in the middle. Like I want to have sectioned off areas. I don't want a completely open concept design. I'm excited about the possibilities. I think it looks very exciting. And then you can also have like
partition by Beyonce.
Listen, driver, roll up the partition, please. And then there's a bunch of new amiibo cards that are also dropping, which I don't even know.
This man, he took my crumbs too.
Oh, were you gonna go into that?
Getting there until you opened your damn mouth.
Stop speaking. Sorry. Forget everything. Click. You didn't hear anything for the past 10 seconds. Paul, continue.
Surprise! There's a new Animal Crossing Series 5 amiibo card set coming out.
Have you bought any of these? Does anyone buy these? Are these a thing? Okay.
These were like, I don't know, nobody bought these, and then they reprinted them because of Animal Crossing New Horizons, and then I don't know.
What were the original? Were they just they were like all the original amiibo characters in general?
Yeah. So there's series 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they're just like random like villagers that you can like scan into your game and then come to your island. So same deal here. This is just a new set. There's 48 cards in the set, and you get like, I don't know, 5 or 6 cards in like a pack.
Wait,
And
but
then
I'm saying, like, are the amiibo cards or amiibo in the form of cards only existed for Animal Crossing? Because you said, like, they released new ones when Animal Crossing New Horizons came out.
No, they did. Oh man, Pokken Tournament I think had one for like a Mewtwo or something. There was one for Mario Sports, something more Mario Sports All Stars for 3DS. There's amiibo cards that used. I don't know what they did, but they had characters on them.
But, like, I guess the only point is to have, like, cards that you can add instead of, like, having the physical ones that take up too much space.
Well, no. So you have 48 cards in one set. The amiibo line has like 15 amiibo total. So instead of Nintendo releasing Cheeky the Hippo in pink and then Blocky the Hippo in green, they can just release two different amiibo cards rather than have to manufacture like a specific figure.
And, yeah, they're probably going to sell a lot easier as cards rather than selling them as plastic figures when, like,
Correct.
I don't know how many people are going to buy Zoe, the anteater. I think that's what that is. Like,
yeah, it's an anteater. Yeah. So it's $5 for a pack of cards rather than $15 for one single amiibo.
And do you get all 48, or is it like a randomized thing like Pokemon?
You get 5. Yeah, you get 5 random ones.
Oof. Anyways, sounds like another addiction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all good. Okay, good to know. I'm sorry.
That's gonna be crumbs. No, it's fine. That's fine. I have like 2 crumbs left, so that's good. I'll survive for the night.
Do you? What other crumbs are there?
Oh no, that's it. Just that's all the crumbs I have.
Yeah. So what are you talking about? That's it.
You left me 2 crumbs total. So.
Oh my goodness, relax. I'm excited for Happy Home Paradise. I think it looks exciting because I never played the. Did it come out on 3DS? Happy Home Paradise, or what did I come out on?
Happy Home Designer. So that was a little bit different.
On
on 3DS.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But yeah, you get all the features from that, all the features from New Leaf, and I don't know, everything, all these new quality of life updates, like being able to actually put furniture in a logical way that doesn't just, isn't just to make your character fit. I'm excited.
Yeah, no, it'll be good. I'm excited to try it. I just don't know the whole like designing people's houses thing. I don't know. I was just indifferent about it, but we'll see. Maybe I'll play it and I'll be like, wow, this is amazing.
I'm mostly like, because I don't know how to design my own home. That's like the final frontier in my own. I mean, besides collecting all the art, like my own house doesn't look good in the game. Like I have some rooms that look nice, like my bathroom looks nice, my kitchen looks nice, and that's it. Like nothing else works. So I'm hoping that like maybe I'll be inspired by.
I see. I am with Ryan. I am most excited for the ladders.
The ladders. My island's laid out pretty well. I don't need any ladders anywhere. I'm not missing anything, but it is nice to have. I can use maybe another incline here or there. I'm really excited also for the storage shed thing. That is like extreme.
Storage shed will be nice. Yeah.
That'll be really nice to put next to like the DIY tables that I have like outside.
Yes, it will.
Yes. Good stuff.
It is good stuff.
All right. Anything else? Any final words before we wrap up here and I go to be jump scared by that damn game?
No, I think that is it.
Yeah, I'm very happy that I also have like millions of bells in the bank that I could just buy all the upgrades outright and continue to live my best life.
Money in the bank.
Shawty, what you drank. All right. Well, this is episode 128 of What the Funcast. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for listening and watching. And if you stick around on the Twitch stream right here, right now, I'm going to jump over to Visage momentarily after I upload this episode. So I actually might end this stream and redo everything while I upload that. But Visage. In the meantime, it's how it's pronounced. All right. Visage. I will catch y'all, or we will catch y'all later. So I'm actually going to just end the stream right now, so we won't like hang around afterwards unless, Paul, you do want to do that. But I'm going to end the stream right now, and then I'll be back in a few minutes. All right. All good?
Say your line. Come on, I'm waiting.
This is Paul and Ahmed. What the Funcast signing off.
Peace.